What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be plastic dipping the wheels. Let's get into it. Here are the basic things we're going to need. We're going to need some rags, going to need some alcohol, obviously some Plastidip, or, I'm using black today. You can use whatever color you want. I'm just going to try to do for a matte, I'll go for a matte black, and then I'm going to use some Walmart sacks, Walmart plastic bags instead of trash bags, because I don't want to waste the trash bags. That's the basic things we're going to need right now. So main first steps you're going to have to actually do is make sure these tires and rims are completely dirt and debris free. You want to scrub these things. Now I've already scrubbed all these. I just used basic dish soap. I think I actually used Dawn and some rags and just scrubbed them really good. You're going to want to make sure they're absolutely dry. I've blew them dry with a leaf blower, and now I've let them set for about 10 minutes, and as you can see on this one, there's a water droplet there. You're going to want to make sure there's no water whatsoever. So I'm going to go around with a dry rag and dry all of them off as much as I can. I'm going to come back through with the leaf blower, blow them again, see if there's any residual water sitting in there, and then we're going to go ahead and start. Actually, while you're getting the tires cleaned up and the rims cleaned up, you want to have your Plastidip setting in some warm water. These were inside my house, and my house is pretty cold, so you want to make sure they're pretty warm. It makes the Plastidip lay on a lot smoother, and you won't get as many big chunks coming out. Right now, it's like 82 degrees out, I think, but the humidity is at 65%, and according to online, it says right around 60 or less. I've done it, Plastidip my old car's wheels in like 70% humidity. It sucked, but it was okay, and they turned out okay, and they actually lasted on the wheels for 5 to 6 years, something like that. It was a crazy long time. But make sure you set your cans in some warm water while you're washing and getting them warmed up. Okay, so once you're 1000% sure that there's no water droplets anywhere on the rim, because you really don't want any water whatsoever to be on here. If water's on there, when you spray the Plastidip on, it's definitely going to mar it up. There'll be like a water splotch. You don't want that. So when you're absolutely sure there's no water droplets left, what you're going to want to do, and what I can't do because I don't have, is get you a spray bottle and fill it with alcohol and kind of mist it all over, and then use a dry microfiber towel and wipe it all up and try to get all the water, oil, anything that's on there. I'm just going to put mine on a towel and wipe it down with a towel, because that's the best I can do right now, and we're going to go from there. Okay, so this next step that you're going to do, and this is what I'm doing, is I'm going to take some Walmart bags and stuff them in these holes and try to cover my brake pads, my brakes rotor, my brake caliper up. You can use a trash bag, but I'm cheap and I don't want to waste a trash bag, so I'm going to stuff these Walmart bags back here. You want to make sure too they're not touching the back of the rim, because you don't want any of the Plastidip to stick to it, and then when you pull these bags out, it rips them out, which would suck. So, I don't know if you're like me and you have 1,000 of these things just sitting everywhere, but I do, and I don't have any use for them, so I might as well get some use out of them with them being in here. I want to make sure this caliper is covered up pretty good. And again, don't let the bag touch the rim, because when you pull this off, you don't want the Plastidip coming off with it. And I'm going to go ahead and do these two holes, and I'm going to go around the entire truck and do all those. Okay, so now that you have your brake caliper and rotors covered inside the rim, the next step you're going to want to do is take some kind of wheel shiner and go around the outside edge of the rim. You definitely don't want to touch the rim. I don't actually have any, but my wheels are pretty clean, and I think if I layer on a thick enough spray on the edge, that it'll peel off really easy. And if it doesn't, well, then I'll let you guys know. We're going to go ahead and start painting. So by now your cans should have been sitting in some warm water for at least I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, by now. And you're going to want to shake it up for a couple minutes and then get your first coat on. And I'm going to go around each tire and do a first coat. And after I'm done with that first coat, I'm going to stick it right back in this bucket of hot water. Okay, so now that I've been shaking up this can for about a minute, I'm going to go ahead and do my first coat. It's going to be a real light coat. And I'm going to go ahead and do each wheel, but I'm only going to show you guys the process for this wheel. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and leave that as my first coat, and I'll bring you guys back when I do the second. Okay, so now that it's been about 10 minutes since I put this last coat on, I'm going to go ahead and do another coat, and I'm going to make it a little bit thicker this time. Also forgot to mention, make sure you put a pretty thick coat on the edge here, because you want a pretty thick coat on the tire, so when you peel it off, it comes off in one easy peel. But I'm going to go ahead and call that good on this second coat. I'm going to go ahead and do all the other tires, and I'll come back, wait about 10 minutes or so, and do the third coat. This one, you're going to want to make sure it's wet. You're going to want to have a wet-looking sheen to it. You want to lay it on pretty thick. Also, wear a mask. Don't be like me. That is the third coat. Nice and wet and shiny. Go ahead and let this coat sit and dry for 15 minutes or so, because it's a lot wetter than the other two. Make sure you do the edge of this rim too. And you want to make sure you get the tire really good. Alright, moving on to the other ones. Okay, I'm going to start the fourth coat. Okay, going to the next wheel, that's the fourth coat. Okay guys, so I let that one dry for quite a bit longer, because I kind of just went and ate dinner. But I think I realized why it's splattering. When I hold the can at a certain angle, the spray is getting on my fingertip, and then it's dripping into the spray and splattering it onto the rim. There's quite a bit in several places, so hopefully I can not do that again, because it kind of makes it not look as good. But we're going to go ahead, this is going to be the fifth coat. I probably got 2 coats left in this can, so like 2 wheels left to do that I can use this can for. Then I'm going to have to get the fourth can and do 2 coats on that side. Then we'll come back for the 6th coat. Yeah, this is the 5th coat. See right there? It's on my finger somehow. I think from the angle I'm holding the can at, and that's causing it to splatter. On to do the rest. Okay, so this is coat 6, I believe, and I'm actually going to try to use this little handle thing because my fingers are just wore out. So, and I know everywhere is coated really well by this point, and I'm just adding extra coats for thickness and protection and peelability. So I'm not too worried if I don't spray it on as thick or as much, or if I miss a couple spots on each round, because I'm going to try to get to 7, I believe, 7 or even 8. I'm just going to keep going until I run out of spray, basically. Because I got 4 cans. I'm going to use all 4 cans for all 4 wheels. So there we go. On to the next coat. Let's go ahead and get this last coat. Alright guys, that should be the last coat. Okay, so it worked out to be 7 coats for 4 cans. I finished the last can on that last wheel over there. I'm going to go ahead and let it dry for, I don't know, another 10-15 minutes. And then I'm going to go ahead and peel off the stuff around the edge of the tire. Hopefully it comes off good, because I didn't use any kind of oil or anything like the tire shine, so hopefully it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and then I'll just have to rub it off, but we'll see. Okay, so now that the paint's been dried for 20-30 minutes, you can go ahead and take out your little bags here, your protectors. I guess I should be using my tripod. Oh crap. See, you gotta watch out. Maybe it hasn't been long enough. Alright, I guess I'll wait some more time. And then look at here. This pitting is actually caused by spraying too heavy of coats and not letting the previous coat dry long enough. So please try to avoid that. So I'm starting to run out of light on this, but essentially don't skip out on the tire shine or whatever you put around the tires, because mine are not coming off as easy. And don't get impatient and pull your shields off the back, because that's what happened, and it started peeling away on the edges. Alright guys, so here is the finished product. I think it looks pretty decent from far away. I definitely like the look of the truck, the blue with the black, because in the future I will be getting black, wheels. But for right now, $35, save me some money and get the look that I want. Get rid of that silver rim, and I just really like the black look. Eventually I will be doing a lift, probably just a level kit. I'm not going to do anything too crazy, and I would definitely think now that I want black wheels. I like the black wheel look, with maybe a bigger tire once the truck is leveled. But from far away, that it looks pretty decent, but when you get up close you can definitely see some imperfections. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is maybe black out these emblems, if I can get some more Plastidip, and that way it just kind of matches and goes with it a little bit. But the wheels don't look too bad for the most part. So, well guys, so that's the end of the video. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below. I'm not a professional in any way, so this is the finished product. Hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching.